So many things. So many things just went wrong there. I forgot to start the stream. My mic was me. I'm just dumb. The answer is I'm an idiot. Anyways, welcome to the Kimchi Cast for day 9 of the LLA 2024 Spring Split. I am your host, Box Kimchi, and just like yesterday, I did a goof. And today's goof was way less interesting than the other goofs. I also definitely switched to the wrong scene. So, man, we are just on fire today. You know that? But we got Rainbow 7 and All Knights heading onto the Rift right now. You'll see the draft in just a second. I'll run through all of this really quickly as here we are onto the Rift. I'll talk about some of the things I was talking about before. Rainbow 7, 8-game winning streak now, looking to go 5-1 and maintain their position for a battle for first. The collision course they have with Astral Esports had a battle for first, of course, coming at the start of the first round robin. Actually, next Wednesday, they will face off. As you can see, the picks here. Grell taking the first Karthus of the season in Latin America. And it was actually a Tristana first pick, which is not very uncommon. And I will just mention the Elise ban that came through. Elise and Brand were banned. So that is the, I think, second time Brand has even been involved in draft. And this is the first Elise anything I've really seen this season. She's not super meta. So it's interesting to see Rainbow 7 ban that away from Grell, actually. But Udyr, Aatrox, you've seen this one plenty of times before. Not very good as Grell, going to walk forwards, trying to get a little aggressive. Lava and Summit here, though, to help their jungler out, but Grell is going to have really good steal on his side as Hadan is continuing to walk forwards. Odie forced to flash away, and Grell, who got the birds? There's only 2 CS. I think the birds only count for 1. That might be why. But there was not a lot of CS to go around there. As we continue to just see what this invade will do, it's just going to be a red buff steal for Grell on the Karthus. That is the one thing he does have. He just presses a button and can get hyper aggressive with Hadan here. As Odie is forced to just only clear his bot side, skip over his top entirely. Though he does get the birds, which is helpful. As Summit actually going to take the advantage here in the lane for a small second before Yump. Hadan is setting up a very special treatment for this Aatrox that we've seen every single game, as it is All Knights getting most of the push here in these lanes. Oh. But it is in this bot lane. Kalista, of course, going to be able to outpush the Xayah very, very well. And we did see the Renata come through as a counter pick, also leaving the Kalista off. This is the 7th game of Kalista this week. Kalista 6-0 already this week, and she has a very good win rate throughout this season in all regions. But looking to make it 7-0, as here comes Odie. No flash available, so nobody should be able to jump away here. And yeah, no engage even coming through. What does my phone want for me? Leave me alone. As you can see, Summit getting a little bit back here, trying to reset this wave. It's not super easy for him to do at the moment. Lava going to actually fall behind in the CS lead here. Or not in the CS lead, in the push. I'm stupid. As Gastric's going to be able to land the Grand Entrance even through the handshake, and Lion's going to take a good amount of damage as Grell. Here he comes, the Karthus. If he lands the Wall of Pain, this is going to be really difficult for Rainbow 7 to run away from the Karthus, but only 2 Qs will land, and it is going to actually be perfectly fine for Rainbow 7, losing a little bit more health, but they were already behind in the trades thanks to Gastrix getting a really nice Grand Entrance. And the wave will push into them, and they can pretty easily catch this. Yeah, they'll just be able to easily catch this, probably. I think they have the stacks up and available. As you can see, Odie taking the Scuttle on top lane there. Grell already finished with his Scuttle, and what is Grell going to look for here? There's not much left for him to do. Odie possibly looking to just get some insight on the enemy top side, but there's absolutely nothing for him to learn as he's going to take his recall. And has Grell found the wolves? Grell has found the wolves on reset, I think. Yes. And he will steal those away to expand his CS lead here. And you can see it in the stacks. It's only 20. I mean, he's 28 stacks away, so we got a while to go before those are going to be done. But 28 to 31 is a nice lead to have, especially when 2 of those are from your enemy jungle, or from the enemy junglers' camps. But otherwise, nothing crazy. The boots finished. Boots, or the Greaves Rush, is always good for ADCs, especially in the mid lane. Gets them that extra movement that they want. And Lost Chapter, Lava needs mana. That's really it. Callista, the Boots spike is also very good because she pretty much only scales with Boots. Is such a hard scaling item for her. As we see a small trade in the top lane, Summit hitting a lot of sweet spots here actually onto Hidan. This is going to be a tough later matchup for Hidan. Just not really fair to Udyr. He just doesn't really do as much as we see Odie spotted out. And they're going to start the Drake anyways. And Grell has very good grubs clear. Karthus, look at that, just presses the W, and it's lay waste time. He does a lot of damage to these grubs. He has really good clear on this Summit, getting contested, trying to just pressure Grell, but he really can't. The Wall of Pain going to slow him down a little too much, as that will be the grubs for the Dragon trade. It will be nice for Odie and Summit to get those extra defensive stats, but it's not a soul. Hidan getting traded really hard. He's going to have to run away, and he will. The World Ender out from Summit. Hidan will be able to get out with his life as Odie in the bot lane, jumping and flashing away is Trigo. And now Gastrix might be caught out, gets ignited. Lions is going to be tanking the turret here. There's going to be 2 turret shots that go down. That's not good. Gastrix very low, though, as you can see in the top lane. Hidan able to heal up a little and survive as Lava getting jumped on. And there's the Requiem, but it's not even needed as the Buster shot secures first blood for nobody. And this is All Knights again, punching above their weight. They're going to take a 600 gold lead. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. Ugh, I hate it. And this is just so many good fights from All Knights. A great flash onto Lava. The bomb goes off, and nobody is helping All Knights punch above their weight again. They took Astral to a very scary game 1 and game 2 as they lead by 1,000 somehow. I'm honestly impressed. Odie should be able to respond here. Good flash Q, and here comes Lava. Grell has the flash available, will flash over the wall, and that is Weaver's Wall burned. And the flash Q unavailable on Odie now. That is kind of the thing. That is a good flash out because Grell now has no movement. Karthus, famously immobile. His core strategy is to stand in the middle of a team and either kill everybody before dying or die and kill everybody afterwards. There is really no other options to go through for the Karthus unless you're playing a hyper safe Karthus, which I never do. Now the game gonna slow down a little. Grub's not spawning for a few minutes. Drake in 3 minutes, and there's no real pressure from either side to get it yet. But Rainbow 7 probably going to actually have advantage here. As you can see in the bot lane, they're pushing, but now you can see nobody rotating down. He's caught out though, so we'll just be go to your jungle and pass back to your lane kind of angle. Jungle clearing, not that interesting, but it's not really going to get interesting anywhere else on the map for a little bit. You can see red buff as there is a nice use of the Fate's Call, and now the handshake in, forcing the cleanse out of Trigo, and Seo trying to go forwards, going to get a lot of damage off, but Trigo able to run away with the cleanse. And the heal from Gastrix will be enough. And that's not even with the hostile takeover, so it is a nice looking play there for Rainbow Seven's bot lane. They have been a consistent highlight for this team, and a consistent, I mean, it feels like a consistent guarantee to do anything this team needs, as Summit getting jumped on by Hidan. Now Hidan going to be able to run out of the infernal chains, and this is the struggle of Aatrox, as he's going to have to use the World Ender to run away and clear out this wave. And now nobody on top side. There's no World Ender, so that's a decrease in health. But if he could trade Hidan, it will be huge. But he's not going to be able to. Nobody's going to continue to fire the auto attacks. He's going to jump out with the rocket jump reset. And Hidan and nobody picking up a second kill for the Tristana. And it is a great display of juggling aggro. to ensure everybody gets out of the dive alive and with a kill in hand. And Summit continuing to get this Aatrox treatment, though he does get to be ahead in CS. I don't think Hidan has gone for a proxy yet, so he is at least safe for now to just witness, just to at least get something in this game, as there is the grand entrance forwards, not going to land. Sayo able to jump away from it, as Grell, we can see, taking these Void Grubs up in top jungle again, going to finish those off, and it will be the Void Mites this game, and he's just taking these insanely fast. He only has the Malignant, so it's only stats buffed until he ulties. I mean, I would say Malignant's not a great first buy. Here's the hostile takeover, going to land onto the Rakan, and Odie going to get the season assist, and it's going to be 1 for Lava, 1 for Sayo. Ooh, my goodness, I had to swallow. There's only 1 for Lava, 1 for Sayo, and Rainbow 7 answer a Grubs play with a double, with 2 kills in the bot lane, but nobody going to push out these turrets very well. I think Sayo going to try and grab another Grell here to back up and help clear this mid wave, as he actually takes some, but it's nobody going to continue to harass this turret. Sayo not going to be able to push for that last plating. It might just fall even because of the proxied wave. And Grell starting up the second Drake. Rainbow 7 here to answer. No cease and desist available. No hostile takeover available. You can see the total gold. Nobody. Para kills. Very valuable. Is a high value target, but that's a nice handshake double stun. And Sayo's going to pick up the kill with the seismic shot, pushing them in, and Lava has his second kill of the game now. Odie not going to go over the wall, and it will be the second Drake over to Rainbow 7 in a very well coordinated play between Lions and Lava. And that is what Rainbow 7 needed to regain the lead in this game, as Hidan going to let the minions do the work, and he pushes it. In this play, all comes down to one pair of abilities, a great seismic shove into a handshake, as nobody going to be able to get the buster shot to keep Summit off of him for now and get that gold shutdown away from the Aatrox. And it was very close. So Summit, no world ender in exchange for the buster shot here. Does Odie? No, but Hidan will have to run away, and Odie will just go onto the Krugs as Hidan uses the Hex Gates to jump to safety. Don't think anyone's going to chase him there. Lava clearing out this top wave, getting pushed there, as Summit was unable to catch any of the waves. This should actually be... Nope, it won't be a plating falling. Hidan going to teleport top side here, as that was both All Knight's laners actually teleporting back to get waves, as nobody going to be able to jump away. But here comes Lava with the Weaver's Wall, and Summit and Lava getting the flash out of nobody. Still sounds weird to say it, but trust me, it's his name, not a literal saying. As Sayo going to use the jumps to get a very aggressive position here, as he's just chunking Gastrix, and Gastrix pulled back with the handshake, and that's going to force the heal out of the support. As Lava going to get some money now, and nobody going to jump away, but he has Odie on him. There is the unsteady ground going down, but it will go to Odie. The seismic shove didn't land, so the kill will go over to the jungler instead, as we are seeing a lot of a lot of items come through. 119 CS for Grell. Yeah, that sounds about right. That explains why he got first item Malignance. He has so much money to throw around, it's not even a problem. Sayo and the Lions sieging this turn pretty well. Sayo trying to position very aggressively onto Tadigo just in case he can, but probably can't. Will have to back off as Summit and Hidan again fighting in the top lane. And the best thing about fighting in Udyr is you get to stack Conqueror very quickly. He's always on top of you, so you can always throw the autos. You can see only 2 members have their first items on the side of All Knights. Almost everybody on Rainbow 7 are getting to their first items. I mean, Summit is pretty much just a back away, and same with Lions. He's pretty close because of 4 assists, and it has to help that. I mean, 4 of your players have almost 100% kill participation, have at least 80% kill participation, and 1 of them has 100. So it is really nice that the 4 players with takedowns have pretty much all been involved in them, which gives a lot of gold. Oh, Hadan going to be able to walk away. The Q2 actually not landing, but a nice Q3 for the time being to back off Hadan, but nobody is back top lane. World Ender available this time, so we'll have it the whole time in case of a fight as the Requiem coming down now, and Summit trying to juggle them. Hadan will fall to the turret, and it will be a 1-for-1 at least, as it will be Grell actually picking up the kill with the Requiem. That was not expected, but nobody will be up here to take this top tier 1. So it will be a positive trade for the All Knights once again. And it is once again nobody getting the job done here, becoming the core piece this team has been revolving around in this game. All 3 takedowns through nobody. One of them was a solo, so yeah, that makes sense. And then these 2 dives top lane have been at the hands of nobody. But there is Grell getting 2-manned in his own jungle as Odie picks up another kill and will go to take this Herald with the enemy jungler dead. There is no one that should be able to steal this away from Rainbow 7, and that will be a Herald in their back pocket. And that has been pretty much the core. Speaking of the core of Rainbow 7's games, pack. I was gonna say they've been pack hunting pretty much this entire game, using Lava's ultimate as the ultimate rotation tool. Anytime Odie or Summit want to get in there and throw down, Lava has been more than willing to jump in there with the Weaver's Wall and help them in that mission, as eventually nobody will get this turret down. No, he's 1 auto short as the Herald comes down, crashes. This should be the mid tier 1 down. Gastrix forced to jump away from the Infernal Chains, and Saya will finish off this turret. And that is Rainbow 7 playing well across the map. It will be another turret for All Knights, though, in this bot lane. As you can see, the level is, again, just the mid laners and then the top laners. It is like this every game until very late, where the ADCs will start getting high levels. Gastrix going to have to flash with the quickness as Summit dodged away from it. The Wall of Pain not even going to do anything, and that is a huge ulti flash investment that goes nowhere. As Lava separates All Knights. Nobody going to get chunked for almost all of his health, and there goes the hidden hostile takeover as Odie goes on a killing spree, jumping forwards on to kill, and there's Lions with a magical fates call as Sayo will pick up his 3rd kill of the game, and Lava will pick up a 3rd kill, and there's the Requiem coming down and finds nobody, and it is the ace for Rainbow 7. Double kills for the mid bot lane, for the ADC and mid laner, and now it is just Giga Fed Callista Talia Vi. It is unbelievable how well this team is playing around its coordination. I mean, they're playing super coordinated right now. Lava throws in the wall. Summit gets this gorgeous dodge on the grand entrance quickness. And now it is time for All Knights to get separated. Nobody going to be on the wrong side of the wall as Lava's going to chunk him for almost all of his health. There's the Featherstorm going out, and a great hostile takeover. Q flash from Odie to secure the kill onto nobody, and then the Fates Call of Lions will find 3 members, and this is the angle for them to go forwards and end this fight, the Requiem out, and it does absolutely nothing compared to the everything Rainbow 7 have done to All Knights in that fight. 4,500 damage for both Grell and Lava. They're big AoE targets, so yeah, it makes sense. Then you remember Grell had a giant Requiem that hit all 5 members of Rainbow 7, and it makes even more sense. But 2,400 damage from Zayo, not half bad, especially for a 1-item Callista. My nose evil today and trying to bother me as much as humanly possible, but now we can start seeing, I mean, Rage Blade's already finished. The Quick Blade's also finished for nobody, so it's not completely out of reach, but you have 1 Kraken Slayer, you have 3 go with the Kraken Slayer, and that is it. There's nothing else. As Gastrix and is trying to stare down Odie, and that's not going to work at all. That is not a plan that is going to work. As you can see, the only thing that's stopping Lava from having 2 items is that he wants the stasis, and now Hadan and Summit throwing down, and Summit only going to hit the Q3, but Hadan just doesn't have the damage. That is kind of what happens now. This is once causing Atra or causing Udyr to not have any real damage in these games. You can see the damage charts. Usually Hidan would be up there with Summit with how much they've been fighting, but because he's building full tank Udyr, he just doesn't do enough damage as the death cap came through for Grell. So Karth is going to be hitting a lot harder. Second item death cap is a strategy that I don't think I've seen many people pull off here, or many people want to try and pull off at least, as nothing going to land. What the heck? There's a flash? What? No, there wasn't. Why did that noise play? There's no hex flashes. I'm very lost. As Rainbow 7 are sieging this bot tier 2, and it's, yeah, Hidan can't do anything. And that will be 250 gold over to Seo. I don't know how much the rest of the team got, but Seo's just going to take these Krugs now. He can clear them pretty fast, because as long as he kills Big Krug, it's just 1 Q away from killing all the Krugs. As you can see, this gold lead has pretty much ballooned to 6,000 gold, and there's not been much All Knights can do about it. As you see the total gold, yeah, 4 kills on 2 carries is very scary. 11 out of 12 takedowns for Lava right now. That is really good. And 10 out of 12 as they're just jumping onto nobody. Got the seismic shove, got the tried to W away, got the cease and desist. It was not going to happen. And now 5-1-7 on this Talia as they are starting the Baron. Odie's here. Lions is going to be able to bodyguard and clear vision, as Seo is going to be the core piece of what makes this Baron Siege tick. He has so much damage. Lava has a lot of damage too, as there's the handshake that goes in. Odie jumping in now, and there's the hostile takeover, and it's already going to be one. Grell has fallen as Seo goes unstoppable. Summit going to try and find anyone. Lions has a kill, actually. Seo going to try and find Gastrix, and he will. It's a double kill now for Seo, and it is just run away time for All Knights, but Summit's Q3 will find Trigo, and it is a 4-for-0 for Rainbow 7 as they continue to overpower All Knights in this game. And it should just be all of Rainbow 7 wearing the purple this time around, as they take a very needed all team back, as that is the Leandries coming through for Lava. And this all starts with a seismic shove and a Q forwards from Odie and Lava. And then it's, deconstructing it. I think I've ripped my nose open and have officially caused it to bleed. So that's an interesting thing that I've done. But then Seo just continuing to be the menace he is, and Trigo cannot even fathom running from Summit in this situation. Just could not get the pathing to work out, and it is dangerous. As you can see, almost 3,000 damage from Seo, 0 damage from nobody who wasn't there. Now Hidan walking forwards, and he's definitely walked up way too far, as there's the cease and desist into the backline, into the seismic shove. Grell has fallen as Summit goes on a killing spree, and Lava is dominating this game, and Lava's just going to start the dragon, and Trigo gets pulled by the infernal chains. It's a double kill, and Rainbow 7 are just toying with All Knights as they will get Lions, at least. Lava coming in with the Weaver's Wall and finding Gastrix right there as they will get the Drake Soul. Lava goes godlike as nobody is just fending off Summit in the mid lane. It is another 4-for-1 in favor of Rainbow 7, as nobody just going to try and fend off Summit. He will get the jump away though, so it will be safety for the bot or for the mid laner here. But that's the bot. That's the inhibitor turret gone in the bot lane. That's going to be a tier 2 gone in mid lane. And now the inhibitor down in bot as well. Rainbow 7, 12,000 gold ahead. And it is just impossible to imagine a comeback here, as we are on a 3-item Callista. We just got a 3-item Talia as Lava buys the Zanya's Hourglass. And is he going to steal this? Is Odie going to successfully steal this? The first strike coming through, and Odie's going to be able to smite it away, taking the blue buff with him. And it is getting ugly as Rainbow 7 are just all using the portal to jump into All Knights' blue side jungle. Hidan has to start running because Summit is on him and wants some. The pull not going to come through. Gastric's going to be able to shield Hidan for a little bit of damage as Hidan just continues to run away. Summit's just hitting him under the turret though. Seo Is he taking it back here? He's taunting. It is taunting All Knights with a constant recall reset, as this top tier 2 is not long for the Rift. And this is just a continued stomp here as Rainbow Seven surely end this game within the, I mean, probably right after this Baron buff runs out, as they are going to take this top inhibitor. I think no, the Lions will be here, and there's the jump onto Grell instantly with this cease and desist. The Requiem comes out, but they're all full health. It doesn't do anything as mid-tier 3 falls. Inhibitors are falling, and All Knights themselves will soon follow, surely. It's a 4v5 in the base. Hidan gets pulled by the Infernal Chains. And there's the handshake in. Gastrix pops the ulti, but he can't even go in. There's the hostile takeover into all for the seismic shove. Odie finds 2. Trigo's running away. Sayo will find the last one for the ace as Rainbow 7 roll over All Knights in game 1. 15,000 gold lead by the end. Grell is respawned, but he's not even touching the mouse, as it is a 26-minute stomp from Rainbow 7 as they continue their winning ways and expand the win streak to 9. I need to make sure this doesn't break first. Hold on. Cool. Didn't break. Holy cow, Rainbow 7. I mean, I'm not shocked that's what happened. Why is there more? Oh, I know why. I'm an idiot. Anyways, not shocked that's how that ended, because Rainbow 7, I mean, All Knights have kind of done this song and dance before where they kind of get something going and it looks like they're gonna cook up, and then they just don't cook up in the end, and they get smacked back down. They've been doing this quite a bit. They've done it against some really bad teams. They've done it against the best teams, so it's nothing new here. But for Rainbow 7, they played barely even behind. I mean, they didn't even trail as hard as Estral did. They trailed by only like 600-700 gold, so it wasn't even that important or that big of a deficit. So it was really easy for them to come back, and it was just Rainbow 7 playing as a unit, walking around, killing a lot. I mean, getting a lot of kills. They had really good pack hunting. They found really good team fights. They found some picks, obviously. Lava finding a really big, or not Lava, that was nobody finding a really big pick on the solo and mid, but sadly didn't really go anywhere with it, as Rainbow 7 just calmly recollected themselves, came back, and just stomped the rest of the game. They were big mad. They didn't even get any void grubs. They gave up all of the void grubs, as this is kind of the start. This is not the first kill, but this is the start of it. Rakan can't even engage, only hits Odie with it. And by that point, Odie already got the cease and desist down and landed the CC onto Gastrix. And this is just, oof, that is picture perfect there. That was the, like, when you think of coordinated plays, that is the quintessential one. This cease and desist went so well. The seismic shove dodge is nice, but Grell just has to sit and watch. And it's not like All Knights didn't have their angles. They just kept beating up Summit. Actually, no, this is the time they didn't beat up Summit for all of its entirety, at least. As bomb goes off, very nice. Still get a kill back. Grell just can't do anything here. He's just going to get caught out. This is him coming off of the, I believe that was the attempted Herald. Not going to work. This is Summit getting an ulti out and a flash. And then Lions just, or not Lions, Rainbow 7 just disengage here, split the team up, and they fight 1v2 and 4v3. And then great hostile takeover, great flash follow there from Odie. And then this is the Fate's Call. Boom into everybody. Go forwards. Go forwards. Great handshake there, obviously, to stun up Hidan again. But by that point, Requiem looks like it's going to do something. Does absolutely nothing. This is nobody. We didn't even see it. We saw the tail end of this play. Gets absolutely smacked down by Lava and Odie again. Great hostile takeover again into a great seismic shove and a great vault breaker. And it is just Rainbow Seven showing off that they are coordinated. Not only are they just probably better than you overall skill wise, they are also way more coordinated than you. I thought that was the wrong one. As you can see, the damage numbers. Summit got to be freed. He was running around the map trying to kill a ton of people, so he finally got to be let loose on the rift. The lava, of course, leading the charge here. Most of the team's damage, of course. I mean, when you're half of your team's damage, you're doing something very, very right. And Grell did quite a bit. Nobody had his moments, but Trigo just could never find a moment to just start free firing as the Xayah. And that's kind of what did him in, is he never got that opportunity. He could never have an opportunity to just absolutely go off. He was always a target, always was one of the first ones killed. And that's obviously good. Rainbow Seven wanted that to be a core part of their game. They wanted to make sure that as few core damage pieces were on the map at a time. And mostly that consisted of killing the Karthus and following that up by killing Trigo or just soloing nobody off on a corner, because that's all nobody really can do. He can't really afford to 1v1 people in a larger team fight. He can't really 1v1 the Talia anymore. Can't even 1v1 Sayo probably by this point. So it makes perfect sense that they focus on the Karthus and then the Xayah to make sure the Xayah has no chance of getting anywhere. And by the time they put the Xayah behind, it was already too late for any recovery to come from Trigo. So Rainbow Seven just executed on making sure they had no damage carries, and Gastrix wasn't able to find any core, like any key engages. Just was, the team didn't survive long enough for him to really do anything, or he never caught enough members to be able to do much with it. And Hidan surely really gonna do it. I mean, he got picked off once, which just kind of shows how far behind everybody was, I guess, or how far ahead everyone on Rainbow Seven was, because they killed Udyr in like 2 seconds. Udyr ran into 5 and just instantly exploded. It just was a hideous mistake. And for All Knights, it's, what do you even do? Like, what is there for you to do in the next game? Because Rainbow Seven outskilled you right there. They outplayed you. They outplanned you. And they outdrafted you. Like, everything. Draft was very favored for Rainbow Seven. They got every objective that wasn't the Void Grubs, which means they out-roamed you. I mean, they definitely did. Oh my god, Lava's roams this game were unreal. And it's just, if you're All Knights, it's, I guess you draft better, but if you draft better, like, that doesn't change the fact that they just completely out-coordinated you, because they had every team fight, every play they set up worked out beautifully. Everything they went for just worked, and Sayo will actually be picking up MVP. This is a really tough one. You could have gave it to Lava. Lava did the most damage. Lava did a lot of the play setup. You could have given it to, why can't I? You could have given it to Odie. Odie had some really good angles here in this game, but it's just, yeah, it's not really. Obviously, that doesn't matter as much as getting the game win, but Sayo did have that was a really nice recall by the. That was a very nice recall there by Trigo, though. But I mean, I guess no one really cares who gets game MVP, because you got games to win. That's way more important. So why did that not work? Come on. There you go. But for Rainbow Seven, they are just continuing to fire on all cylinders. They really have not been challenged since week 1. Like, it's literally been since day 1. They've barely at all they've been challenged by so few teams in every sense of the word. They've just been crushing their competition without much struggle. So as they continue their steamrolling of this region and en route to meeting Estral next week, they lead 1-0 over the All Knights as we come back after a short break to see if the All Knights will battle back to keep this series going and to avoid tying Infinity at 1-4. Hello and welcome back for game 2 of Rainbow Seven versus All the Knights here on the, I guess on the Kimchi Cast, but the LLA Spring Splint, of course, as Rainbow Seven lead the All Knights 1-0 after just a stomp, smacking them up and down the rift. It was not pretty at all, and so we stand here with Rainbow Seven on the verge of a very nice 5-1 first round robin. Also, there are two teams with 8 games to go. I said that on the original cast, and I'm an idiot. As we see the Draven actually banned away from Sayo here, not the Kalista. Maybe Trico thinking to go it. I said there were all the teams had 5 games played. That's a lie. All Knights playing their 5th game today, and 6 Karma also playing their 5th game today as they take on Isras after this, who is also playing their 5th game, because that is how round robins work, as the Tristan actually banned away from nobody. They don't want to see it after it went so well for them, and it will be Trigo jumping onto that Kalista with B1. And that opens up the opportunities for All Knights to really allow, not even the opportunity, they need Trigo to really go off here on this Kalista. Speaking of Kalista, when is now 7-0 on this week in week 3. After going 4-4 entering the week, it is now undefeated for the 7th game in a row as we get the Lucian lock-in for Sayo and Odie back on the Maokai. I don't believe they were the ones who did the, Maokai support. No, that was Astral. Astral did run it, so will not be Maokai's support here, at least given this team's history. They've been putting Odie on it mostly. As the All Knights looking to just lock in the Renata here, and it will just be the bot lane secured for All Knights, getting the safe option pretty much out of the way. Oh no, my sandals. Rip. And now, what is the final pick here? Are they going to take mid or are they going to take jungle? Because you could leave jungle for second rotation, but with Rainbow Seven already taking it, it might just be safer to lock in your own. And it will be All Knights locking in the jungle. Grell going over to the Viego 1-3, not having a very hot start to the year, as it will just be Lucian, Milio, and these are kind of just the 2 biggest mid lanes right now, especially in Latin America right now. Or, well, Kalista, Renata, of course, is everywhere, but Lucian is he is loved here right now. He is probably at his most popular, I would say, in Latin America. He is 6-5, and the heck are you? Oh, it still counts. Oh. Okay. As we see the Cassante and Jace banned away here, Summit didn't actually play it. It was Lava that ended up playing it and doing very, very well on it. Of course. Sorry. Yeah, ping. As it will be Jax and Udyr banned away as the final ones. That is almost entirely top lane bans, as they are way, way more worried about that. Oh. Interesting. That's annoying. Not at all annoying. And what could it possibly be looking at, as it is going to be the Aatrox taken here. And that will leave mid lane counter up for Lava. So, maybe Hadon knows Akali. Maybe Hadon knows how to Akali very well. It will be the Gwen. Ooh, we haven't seen the Gwen yet this year in the LLA. It has been played 31 different times, though. That's not right. Oh, it's by this. It's been played 31 times. in general League of Legends, as it will be the LeBlanc taken next, actually. As I think I need this site as well. As, what will this be? I'm going to check. Okay, cool. All this, as it will be the Corki locked in into the LeBlanc. Oh, Lucian's very popular all over the world. Okay, cool. I'm just so used to it being Latin America's very big pick that it is just kind of turned into that for me. As All Knight's working on getting their trades, and we're gonna actually go talk about Gwen though. I think that's what I wanted to see here. Go talk about Gwen. Let's talk about Gwen. 10 and 18 overall, and well, 0 and 0 in the LLA. So no better time to figure out how good this champ is than very much right now. The rest of these champions pretty popular all around the world, but the Gwen is almost invisible. Then there's a lot of champs that have been picked. There's all the champs that have been picked. Action got picked and won. Okay, sorry, I'm looking through all the numbers. But again, I think it is Rainbow Seven coming out with the better side of the draft. It does just feel that the All Knights kind of had to respond to what Rainbow Seven already were doing. Rainbow Seven kind of just setting the tone of this draft pretty much and using their counter pick to get a very strong mid lane option. I mean, where's Corki on this list? Also, Gwen, not very popular. Corki has skyrocketed off to near the top of the list. 39% presence globally right now in every region combined. That is the draft cam. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's better. So how much you want to bet you didn't see the draft? I'm willing to bet you guys didn't see the draft because I'm not paying attention. Because I'm an idiot. Anyways, we're just gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Hopefully. Anyways, Rainbow Seven All Knights. 1-0 lead here for Rainbow Seven as they look to close out their first half of the split with a 5-game winning streak, but nobody. And I mean, All Knight's just getting very aggressive here once again, maybe trying to mirror the last split or last game's invade strategy, but it doesn't work out. As we're gonna actually see Lava with the hail of blades here. Usually, I mean, pretty much every Corki has been going the where's I going with this? Has been going the first strike, so it is intriguing to see this. As I don't know, this is actually about 2% of the Corkis playing right now have taken this build specifically. Again, the most popular, making up over 80% of the Corki runes in this season for pro, or in this pro season, is the first strike combination of first strike preferred tree after. So it is interesting to see a different rune set that really isn't as popular. But Lava seems to believe this is the angle for him. He's going to be wanting to trade these autos with nobody here. So maybe he's right. Who actually knows? Well, it's going to be quite a while before we see Lava really able to do anything. Nobody should be able to win these trades pretty consistently with the Deceive available, with the Fleet Footwork and Deceive back. And yes, Gwen returns to be the Aatrox counter, except it doesn't always work. Maybe Hidon knows how to make it work, so we'll see. Is nobody already walking down to get a ward on the brush? They want to know if they just want to know if the scuttle is ever going to be contested by Odie. Well, nobody just continuing to get this push as Odie not even actually going to go for the scuttle. He actually has gone for a 3 camp as he's going to flash onto Gastrix and hit the combo onto him. The handshake not really going to deter Lions as Lions is going to pick up first blood here, and Trigo trying to answer back and get anything he can, but he's only going to be able to get Odie to low health, and there is Rainbow Seven getting proactive and getting busy. Sadly, the kill goes on to Lions, but it is a kill nonetheless, and that is going to be nice to have as Gastrix just gets flash W Q'd on. There's not really much you could do about it. Gastrix already burning his flash as well to try and get away, burning the heal way earlier. And just getting punished. Grell didn't smite it away, actually. Odie will be able to smite that cap away. Grell didn't have smite available, so it is a win for the boys back home, as we would call that in SpongeBob world. And Grell going to at least get something in compensation, getting the wolves now of Odie, punishing off that 3 camp, tried to punish it even harder. Lava going to get rooted up and throwing the phosphor bomb point blank just to make sure nobody could not go forwards. Grell going to get the scuttle. And Odie has spotted that his wolves are missing, and he's going to soon be spotting that the bot scuttle is also missing. Grell jumps off of his reset there to scare Odie off. As Grell coming bot lane now. Sayo very low at the moment. And Lion's already half health, but Trigo is low as well, so Grell needs to be very careful here, as there is no heal available for his bot lane. So if one of them overcommit, they could be very much gone, as here comes Grell looking to help out. The first strike going to proc. Lions going to get the kick in the head. Gastrix is going to start tanking with that bailout. It's going to happen. Grell now as Lucian going to get the double kill there, as he picks up a lot of crucial gold. He's going to tank a lot. My goodness, 2 turret shots. He's actually going to try and use these executes. Very well played there by Grell. And that is a great response. A 2-for-1. Sayo going to pick up a kill. I didn't even mention that, and I feel sorry because I'm failing at my job. Sayo picking up a kill, but Grell picking up a pair of kills there, and that's going to allow him to become very much a big threat in not that long. As already has the noon quiver and a cloak finished. Nobody continuing to go forwards here on to Lava, and that's going to be a quarter of his health bar missing. And how does this play to solve? So Sayo has no mana. That's a huge deal. Sayo has no mana. The kick actually stops the stun from coming through, but Grell able to finish off this kill. The minions start tanking again, and then Grell determines it's time to go on to Lions with Trigo tanking the turret up. And all around it's a win. Hidan trying to use that needlework to dissuade Summit from going any further, and he will. He has all the stacks available of the snip, but will not be able to go forwards and will instead take a back, as he is down CS. But you want to know who's winning right now? Grell is smashing Odie. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so many notifications, and it's kind of getting annoying. Sorry. Trigo going to jump onto Sayo here. The handshake not going to land. Nice dodge there from Sayo. So it will prevent any further damage from coming through for the All Knights. As the All Knights are actually looking to go for the bear, not the Baron, the dragon here. My goodness, if Baron spawned this early, it would be a miracle. Oh. As Trigo going to clear off some wards here. There's going to be no contest. This will be the first dragon down, as we have an Ocean Drake up next. No Grubs take, though. Throwing down the goose, scaring him off. Lava going to trade autos here, and he's going to get the clone out of nobody. So a nice trade. They're actually getting the passive out, so there's going to be no stealthing for nobody after he drops below 35% again. And Grell going to start up these Void Grubs. And this is going to be very valuable, the first 3. Not even a trade. He's going to at least get 2 now because of how fast he can take these out. And yeah, the Void Grubs are very nice for certain junglers to take. And other junglers have a terrible time with it. Some jungles who cannot take it. That is a 3-0 in the Grubbies game. As Hidan and Summit stare at each other, kind of funny. The Hex Drinker for Lava is going to go the Maw eventually. So it is a nice pickup to have now. Does this have any caffeine? No, probably. And Summit Not really seeming to struggle here. The Oblivion Orb. Very smart. Obvious rush here. But doesn't seem like it's really dissuading Summit from doing anything. Like, it's not preventing Summit from playing the game. He is in a fine spot still. Like, we saw a counter pick yesterday, and the CS was 120 to 60. We haven't seen, like, it was 120 to 60 in favor of Summit. We have seen nothing of the sorts here, as now the Infernal Chain's not going to land. The Needlework is out. There's the Q1. The Nature's Grasp going to connect. There's the Q2, and there's the kill over to Odie. And this counter pick is failing miserably. It just is not working at all. Maybe it's a late game counter. Maybe. It's not looking like it's going to get to that point, because that is not helpful, to say the least. That is Summit starting with a Brutalizer, and I don't know what builds out a Brutalizer Cloak, though, or Negatron. Is that Negatron? I'm always going to mix up Negatron and Null Magic. I believe this is the Mantle. The Mantle's the component. Negatron is the epic item. So Odie's just going to clear now. He's down a lot in CS. Like, I don't see the success of a counter pick if you're not getting a lot of counter. Because Hidan is losing, like, a lot now by over a wave. So maybe this counter pick sucked. As you can see, the graph looks like a bit of a roller coaster. It's expected when most of the leads are from farming and the teams have traded a lot of kills back and forth. And this is kind of the situation we saw all nights in last game and against Estral. They had kept it close or a good lead through the mid game, through the early game, but come late game, they just fell apart. So are we just going to see a repeat of that? Or is this the angle where all nights pull it through? Because this song and dance gets old very quickly for a lot of teams, or it gets really easily read from a lot of teams. Summit is just walking into the bush. He knows. He knows he has to play very safe here, or not very safe, but very smart. Is nobody going to get a nice trade onto Lava there again? Deceive with Fleet Footwork is unfair, as there's Hidan going forwards, gets hit by the chains. Summit is just not throwing anything, and maybe this is the counter pick. It is the flash Q not going to land, but there's the Q2, Q3 comes through, but Hidan makes the counter pick eventually work out. My goodness, the Haunting, guys, is great. Tearing through the Merc treads right there. The Oblivion Orb stopping Summit from healing. It is exactly doing... Now it's doing what Hidan wants it to do. And yeah, the counter pick doesn't suck all the way. But it also is Hidan doing really good positioning. As you can see, the mist, Gwen was immune, and that was annoying as hell. And Summit still almost makes this work. That Q flash is miserable, though, and costs him the entire fight. He Q'd the wrong way to land that Q flash. Like, did not throw that the right way at all. Is the Nature's Grasp coming out? Grell going to be able to buffer this, but he buffers it in the wrong spot, and he's forced to flash away. So that is Rainbow 7 capitalizing on the big mistakes of the All Knights there. That is not what you want if you are All Knights. You don't want your jungler to have to burn Flash and Heartbreaker in the same play. And this might just be the dragon over. Like, there's no real chance they get this. The Smite already going down, the hostile takeover, only going to hit onto Odie, but Odie going to be able to get out with the Breath of Life, and there goes Grell. Already the culling coming through, Gastrix tanking it, and he's going to get Fates called back to safety. And now nobody able to run, but how far can he run? He will be able to flash away, but Lava's chasing him right now. There's the flash, there's the missile, there's the auto, and it's a double shutdown for Lava. Gets the Viego, gets the LeBlanc shutdown, and now it is Lava sitting pretty, going to be able to finish this Maw of Malmortius. Actually, he's not even gonna go Maw first, probably. No, he's just gonna go Manamute. He just has the Hex Drinker because it's very good on its own already. And then this ulti hits no one. The flash Q following it is just not what you want. And then Odie just runs in, kills or knocks Grell into the entire team. And then nobody is way overextended here, coming in on a flank play, and Lava has the moves. Good flashes, good Gatling guns, and a great missile. And now Grell has to run, and that is not optimal. Ugh, I hate when this happens. It does this like every game. Very annoying. Very annoying. Just so you know. Why is it lagging? Why are you choppy? I mean, my internet's been messing with me recently, so yeah, I know. As here we are. Fix the stream. As nobody going to continue to just try and be this wave clearing menace that someone's gonna have to deal with eventually. Starting to see some level 11s get on the map here. So some tier 2 ultis and LeBlanc and Corki, who don't really have ultis in the sense of their ultimates. They're just a fourth ability. Trigo going to be able to get that cannon, but it's going to cost a lot of health on him and Gastrix as they tank the culling. And that is not super good. Grell spotted out here on this Rift Herald, as nobody will get rooted up, but nobody going to root up Lava, but Lava going to be able to continue firing the missiles, not going to hit any blind missiles, though. But he tried. Trigo's health is already at half. Gastrix going to be able to just barely stay above 1k right now. And Lava is a bit of a problem. He's only one item. He's a bit of a problem. Lava Susmanos. That's not what he said. That's not what she said. I know. I'm being annoying as the Herald getting dropped here in this top side. No one going to drive it, and it's just going to crash itself, as that will be first turret down, and Summit is in danger. They need to hit the stun onto him, and they don't even need it. Grell finds the kill onto the Aatrox as Lava going to start finding these missiles. And in the bot lane, everything's breaking loose. Nobody can hit the chain onto Sayo. There's the breath of life. And Trigo is going to fall, but Sayo will finally fall at the hands of the ADC. But there's a second ADC on the map if they can keep this fight going. But nobody's not going to be able to do it. And that is absolutely... I mean, is it valuable or is it devastating? Sorry, I thought the door opened. You can, like, you get the shutdown, but now, uh-oh. Summit is not happy, and there's the flash, but it's not going to matter. There's the Q1, the Q2, and the Q3 flash is going to land. Summit will finally get rid of this pest on his shoulder as Odie goes on a killing spree. And Lava just sieging this top tier 1, but he's going to give up on it. And now Rainbow 7 back in control again. Only 500. I almost said 500,000. What the heck? Okay, I haven't seen this Aatrox build yet, apparently. I thought I've seen it all, but I haven't. As nobody going to be able to get Summit to use his E, but that's about it. The Umbral Dash is everything that you're going to get out of it. Nobody going to be able to use Deceive to jump away, and there's the Deceive back, but now Odie locking it down. Nobody, and Summit's going to find the kill there for his first of this game. And Rainbow 7 continue to punish All Knights for just not really, I mean, not doing much of anything. It's kind of trying to sit back and farm, and it's not working very well. You're down quite a bit in this bot lane. You're down a lot in mid. And okay, so what happens here? So Sayo doesn't get the dodge. There's the Breath of Life. Okay, that was the Breath of Life. Already burned. Nobody going to miss the chain, and that could have been very important in killing Sayo a lot earlier. There's the Cozy Campfire. Trigo is just getting melted by Odie, and Sayo will actually get the kill onto Sayo, but there's Odie killing off Gastrix, and it's still such a valuable play as the Drake taken by Rainbow 7. Oh, my eye itches. And this teleport comes through. Great control ward. Doesn't even need to use the flash to catch out Grell. And then it's just following up. Pretty easy follow-up there for Summit and Odie after that. As Lava will take this top tier 2 or tier 1. Jeez, I keep saying tier 2. He's going to take this Tom's already been doing it for a while. Nobody leads the damage charts pretty much just through autos alone. Not really doing a ton in fights as Hadan is going forwards, but Gwen can't really be immune to everybody on the map at the same time, but he's really trying as he's cutting through with those snips. Odie is going low, but Hadan will get juggled into Summit auto attacks as it will be Summit picking up another kill here, and Rainbow 7 extending their gold lead to 2,500 as All Knights will trade back a mid turret. But that is really it. It's not looking too hot. RFC finished on the Lucian now too, so he's going to just have a lot more damage. And does he know Odie's here already? Or I don't even know. But almost gets the 2v1 here, but just doesn't have the damage or the health yet to quite do it. Gwen can be an absolute menace, but not in a position to quite do it just yet. Doesn't have the life steal or the damage. So it is a bit of a pickle of a situation here as nobody going to flash away. The Umbra Chain's not going, the Infernal Chain's not going to land as it's a flash deceive away from nobody. And Rainbow 7 are just pushing All Knights back very easily. Grell going to walk into mid with the mist, and there's Sayo unleashing the culling, and the teleport coming through now. Hadan going to try and find anything as they jump onto Odie. That's going to be a good shutdown on to Grell. As Summit going forwards now. Grell doesn't have the Heartbreaker available. He's going to get the kick in the head. He's going to get the going forward from Sayo, but he's going to survive for the time being. Gastrix is going low, but he's going to live. Nobody's teleport dissuades anybody from fighting any further, and it will be All Knights taking the kill, but paying a price of a turret as nobody thinks he's got the play, and the clone will do quite a lot. Here's the red buff goes to everybody, and there goes the heal from Gastrix as they surrender the mid tier 1. Hadan wants to go in, but he can't really do anything. Grell trying to find the Lucian, and that's the key to this fight. Instead, he's going to find the Milio. The Breath of Life comes out, and Milio surviving at one. Grell, on the other hand, is not surviving at all as Sayo goes forwards and finds him and kills him stone dead. And Rainbow 7 will still come out on top in this fight. And it is just a Lucian diff. He is such a menace this game. And it looks like the winning streak of Callista is going to come to an end here in Latin America. 7 straight, maybe even more if I really bother to look into it. It's a lot of wins in a row. As we see the Eclipse finished here for the Corki before the Malignants. Usually you go the Malignants first. And then you go the Eclipse, as Hadan just getting jumped on by Summit, and the rest of Rainbow 7 are here to follow it up. He's going to get juggled into everybody. He gets a lot of damage onto Summit, but he's going to die. Trigo forced to cleanse. Gastrix flashing away, and All Knights push back to under the turrets. It is a winning streak of 7. As Rainbow 7 start the Baron, the winning streak will probably end in 7 here. I don't see All Knights coming back down 3,000. It doesn't seem like their late game's going to be good enough to get anything done, as Lava's just bodyguarding them off of this Baron, of any Baron steals, laying in the damage. And Rainbow 7 for the second time this series wearing the purple. They are just steamroll again, just showing that they are fully confident in their ability to play this game, and they are fully showing they are confident in their team and their comps. It is going incredibly well. This Lucian is so damn fed already. The Voltaic Cycle of Sword on nobody has been done for a while. It's not done too much of value here. It is just All Knights trying to find an angle here to save their game, and it's not been coming through, as the Drake started. They're going to try and put All Knights on Drake, or put the pressure on with the Drake Soul Point. And they will easily go to Soul Point. They only need Odie on this. They're not even going to send anyone else to help take the dragon. And Rainbow Seven are instead going to push mid and bot lane. This mid tier 2 doesn't stand a chance. It is Sayo and Lava wiping it off the face of the earth. Summit will at least... Can they trade it? They will at least find Summit, but All Night or Grell on the wrong side of the wall, possibly, as he's going to use the Heartbreaker to jump away. Grell continuing to just tank a lot of damage from the calling, but it's a 1-for-0 technically, but it is a lot of push coming in, and nobody this whole time has been pushing in this top inhibitor turret, and he's going to actually get it and claim the objective bounty for All Knights, and that is very valuable, actually. That is something, pretty much, is what's most important. Is it is a thing that they're going to be able to get. Sayo is going to get jumped on by nobody, but it's not even going to matter. Nobody's not even in the top. Is just not even the biggest damage threat here. Hidan's been off fighting 2 tanks, and he's done more damage. Summit, though, leading the charts. Lava following behind. It's a bit of a gap still. Summit's been going really hard in the paint this game, but nobody's still a damage threat. But it's going to be really hard to find any angles. Everybody is just so hard to kill at this point. You want to find Milio, Sayo's right next to him, and the same thing. If you want to kill off Sayo, Lions is right there to back him up. Lava's able to run away, and Odie and Summit just take too long to kill. And now the 4, is it going to be a 1-4 split? No, it's just going to be all 5 members of Rainbow Seven trying to push in this bot turret before they lose their Baron buff. Technically, negative 700 on the Baron power play, as Grell going to be rooted up there and forced to flash away, but he's not even going to matter, as the hostile takeover is nice, but doesn't do all much of anything, as it will be the bot tier 2 falling, and it will be the bot inhibitor turret falling. Rainbow Seven still 5 strong. Odie takes a lot of turret damage, as Lava almost wipes 2 members of All Knights off the map with a single rocket. But they will choose to back off and wait their time, bide their time. They have a huge lead already. As you can see, the Malignant started by Lava. Hidan going to try and cancel a recall, and Hidan may have made a horrible error, as that's going to be the calling out of Sayo at least. And it will be a very large punish here onto Hidan, kind of. Not really. Not really a huge punish. We'll get the miss now, but that's not really a lot either. Gastrix may have overextended here, as Odie... Oh, Summit's going to... Actually, the Edge of Night, I forgot he had it. This is an Aatrox build I don't think I've seen yet, and it's working out rather well for the top laners. That is a IE now finished for Sayo. That is Malignance finished for Lava. And good luck. You're going to need it. 2 items on this Callista. Sayo's already at 3.5. And it is just getting very, very impossible to come back here. Only a 4k gold deficit, but it feels like so much more of a deficit than any other I've seen, really, for most teams. I mean, besides, yeah, All Night's down 12,000, but this is it looks like a lot more than it's been for a gold deficit. And what is the angle for the All Knights here? Because there is not a lot. Actually, I mean, I can't see a lot of an angle for them to come back. Gwen has 2 items, but that is not really enough in this situation to really bring anything back. There's the Iceborne Gauntlet for Grell here on a odd Viego build. Okay, sure, we'll go with that. But it's an odd build, to say the least. As Summit continues to just push in this bot wave. Not really going to be able to be threatened. What is Hadan going to even do exactly? He can't do anything to stop this Aatrox at this point of the game. Aatrox just way too strong as the stun comes through onto Sayo. There's the breath of life out, and Sayo's unleashing the culling, but it's not really hitting that hard. Gastric's going to take a little bit, and nobody's all the way behind with Hadan right now, and it is so many teleports being burned. That is all 4 TPs off the map. Holy cow. As it's going to be Hadan getting jumped on by Odie, and there's the Nature's Grasp going to root him down. He's trying to find lava, but he's not going to find anything as Odie finds a kill onto Hadan. Nobody going so low. There's the flash from Sayos. He's going to go on a killing spree. That's going to be a double kill as well, trying to run away. Gorky missiles are huge as lava is rampaging through All Knights right now. And it is a 5v1 Gastrix. You're lined up to be next, as it will be the ace for Rainbow 7 and on double kill for Lava to close this one out, as they will go 2-0 and make it 10 straight wins, 5 straight sets taken by Rainbow 7 as they look to continue to contest Astral's spot at the top. And All Knights will fall to 1-4, entering their final set of the season. And for Rainbow 7, it was barely a question, it feels like. They were just in such control of this game. It barely... I mean, All Knights had moments, but it really just felt like Rainbow 7 were in control for so long. I really can't think of a single time where I felt like All Knights were ahead. And Rainbow 7 opting for a simple bow instead of the very boisterous, very funny. I'll take it. It was very funny. Sunglasses strategy of their contemporaries in Astral Esports. That was way more fun, though, for Astral to put on the shades after going 5-0 on the season. But All Knights will fall here, and it didn't really feel competitive. Most importantly, the win streak of Kalista has come to an end. I was very thrilled to see it go 7-0. Still 7-1, and it might even go 8 or 9-1, depending on if Isurus are able to get their hands on it. And really, we'll talk about that game when we get there. But for Rainbow 7, that is absolutely massive. Continuing the win streak, continuing to pile on the wins in the win column to keep up in this chase for first, and to put even more distance between yourself and second place is very important, as while you do have the tiebreaker in hand over Isurus, you do not want to give them a single chance to find an angle to take you out at all. You just don't want to even give them don't even give them a look to compete with you for this positioning. You don't want to even, like, the less you have to worry about jockeying for position later on in the season, the better, because the more focus that Rainbow 7 are able to put on getting first and trying to finish this season on a winning streak, instead of having to also worry about Isurus are coming for us and we might need a tiebreaker match, all that blah blah blah. It is just win as many games as you can and see if you can take care of business on against Astral next week to hopefully tie them in the standings. And you gotta do it clean, because for Rainbow 7, you gotta just think Astral are going into next week. They are smacking Infinity across the face. Or not Infinity. Who are they facing? 6 Karma? They are smacking 6 Karma across the face and going 6-0. You need to focus on 2-0ing Astral right now. That's all your energy going into that. All your energy needs to go into focusing on Astral and 2-0ing them next week. Like, forget about what Isurus is doing. Forget about the 6 Karma game Astral has. It is all about that now. And hopefully they prep for it. For All Knights, it is really tough, because they are now tied for last in the league. I think they have tiebreaker because of game score, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe so. I think it is. Sorry, ads are getting to my brain. But I do believe it is game score, win percentage, then tiebreaker, which Infinity do hold over All Knights, but All Knights are 3 and 8, Infinity 2 and 9. Not looking too hot for either team, and for All Knights, that's one step closer to elimination. Even though it is only one team getting eliminated this season, every win matters when you're in the bottom of the barrel. Because right now, Leviathan and Isurus, 2 wins, that is going to be near insurmountable for some of the team, for the team in 6th place, probably. Like, Infinity might not win another series this season. A lot of the time, the bottom team is 1 win, 2 wins. So it is very much important to get all the wins that you can, regardless of who they come against, because you just got to make it in the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoffs, technically. So All Knights have put themselves in a very stressful situation, and tying Infinity, a team that has tiebreaker on them. If Infinity beat All Knights in the second rotation, Infinity will probably overtake them as well in the standings. So All Knights have put themselves in an awful scenario where it's pretty much must win. There's so many must win games from here on out. But we're going to put that 2-0 and all those things away for now, as we will. I'm actually going to do this beforehand, so I don't have to rush it in the draft. We're going to switch focus over to Isurus and 6 Karma, 2 teams that, if you watched Isurus's first games and you watched 6 Karma's first games, you would not expect these 2 teams to be competing to tie. Like, if you watch Isurus's first games and you watch 6 Karma's first, I think it was 3 games, you would not expect these 2 teams to be competing to tie Leviathan at 2-3 in the same time. With a win, 6 Karma overtake, I believe it would be 6 Karma actually overtake Isurus in the standings somehow. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. A 2-0 would actually not send them anywhere. Never mind. Actually, no. A 2-0 would send 6 Karma into 3rd place. As they sit in 5th right now, they would be able to jump to 3rd with a 2-0 over Isurus, which doesn't seem likely. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 2-0 Isurus, but Isurus need to stop themselves in the free fall. They are in 2 straight losses. Yes, it's Rainbow 7 and Astro, but you were supposed to be up there competing for an undefeated season with them. So it is very concerning when the former top team in the competing for first place team is now in competition for the mid pack. So it is a very like, this is a kind of a proven stretch for Isurus, because they have lined up 6 Karma All Knights. You probably should be able to win that, and Infinity entering the 2nd round robin. So 6 Karma, it is 6 Karma All Knights, Leviathan, Infinity, Leviathan. I don't know who their week 6 opponents are. And then you face Rainbow 7 Astral, close the season with a rematch against 6 Karma. Yeah, All Knights 6 Karma again. So it is a very much this is your stretch where you need to prove that you are better than the mid pack, because you're facing a lot of the low tier mid pack teams, and you need to, not to lose enough games, because Leviathan's hungry right now. 6 Karma are hungry after getting their first win of the season. Like, these are 2 teams that Infinity, I don't even know what Infinity are going to do. I don't know what All Knights are going to do, but Leviathan, 6 Karma are kind of must wins right now, because they're teams you're competing for an upper bracket spot with. So it is going to be a bit of a stretch for 6 Karma. This is a win here, and you don't only move up to 3rd, but you also even further create the separation between Infinity and All Knights and you, and create this good buffer of safety that is either All Knights at 1-3 or at 1-4, or Infinity at 1-4, whatever team that may be. You have a bit of a safety gap in a team always going to be below you, pretty much. So it is very important for both of these teams to win for very different contexts. 6 Karma to further fluff up their playoff shot. Isurus to save themselves, to save a season that has gone AWOL against the top 2 teams in the region. And needs recovery. And so, with all that weird prelude that kind of just went off the rails for no goddamn reason, but I did anyways. 2-0 Rainbow Seven over All Knights. Up next is a best of 3 between Isris and Six Karma to close out week 3. As we see if Six Karma will assert themselves into the upper bracket picture, or if Isris will reclaim some face, will save some face, and try to create a situation where they will be a team in the hunt for the number 2 seed. So I will see you after the break. That's where that was muted. I was gonna mute the wrong source. Hello, welcome back to the Kimchi Cast. I'm Box Kimchi. We have about like 4-ish minutes before we get into the draft for Isurus versus 6 Karma here, because I timed it wrong. Also, I thought they wouldn't take so goddamn long to do like 2 things, you know? I didn't think they were going to take so long to get through the post game, but they're taking extremely long for post game today. So I'm probably going to, we'll see, depending on how long this post game goes, because they're still goddamn going. Like, I'm not even kidding, they're still going. Usually they jump to break by now, but it's about 4 minutes out. I am kind of out of things to talk about. I kind of ran through the things I wanted to talk about with these teams. I guess standings wise, maybe let's do some very uninteresting stuff. I mean, yeah, if we're going to talk about the game plan for today, I really should have took my hoodie off during this break. If we're going to talk about the game plan for these 2 teams going in, it is going to be Gavuto and, I mean, one, Gavuto versus 5 Kid. Those are really important matchups. Both of them are pretty solid ADCs and can both hold their own. And I think it's going to come down. I mean, Ache is fine. Ache? I actually don't know how to pronounce it. I pronounce it Ache. But I think it's a bit of a toss-up with Ache. Sometimes is okay, other times isn't. Pon, I think, is more consistently a serviceable top laner. Has had a tough 2 series, but so has all of Isurus have had a tough 2 series. With 6 Karma, it's not been great. Seiya has worked really well with Mataz to pull together this team's only win of the season, and they've kind of been the bright spot. Rebel's been actually, oh, okay. We're gonna talk about the all-night, like, if we talk about the all-night series, we'll talk about how Rebel, like 6 Karma all-nights, just went so hard at each other. Yes, all that stuff. I mean, maybe Pawn is like the most consistent part of Isurus, though. Did I say? No, I was talking about, yeah, okay. I was talking about Seiya and Mataz. They have pretty solid synergy. I think they can play around each other really well. They can set each other up really well. And it is the case that they're going to have to probably play around them again to pick up this win. 5 Kid, good ADC. Rebel, I think, still adjusting to playing in a completely different region. It does have 5 Kid there on his side, but I think it's still an adjustment. Really, some of the analysts are saying 206 Karma. That is not unbelievable, but I think it is very dependent. The same way I say it's very dependent on what Leviathan, like what version of Leviathan you're gonna get. It's a very dependent on what version of 6 Karma you're gonna get. They've had some games where they've taken teams the distance and have played it so well together and have coordinated all their plays and have executed most of them beautifully. But there's also a lot of 6 Karma games that have gone very awry from the start and never came back. So it's a bit of both. It's a bit of, you're either going to have a messy 6 Karma game and it's going to be a bloodbath. You're going to have a curb stomp on the side of 6 Karma. I can't see them really curb stomping Isurus. Isurus, for the most part, very good. 2 shaky series against 2 very good teams, and while that doesn't excuse the play, it is 2. They've had 2 very good series still. I mean, they had an iffy first game, an iffy second game against Leviathan. Again, that was kind of where I was like, oh, this team might be something. And besides that, I mean, do you look back at these series for 6 Karma and Isurus, and you could see that there's a clear, like, Isurus play above the clear divide that we've kind of set ourselves. Like, Leviathan, 6 Karma, and Infinity, and All Knights. They clearly play above that divide, but they're not up with Astral, then there's a divide for Rainbow Seven, but there's still a divide between like these the top three right now, and then the divide of top three, everybody else. But there's still smaller gaps in between those ones. Like, it is very impressive. Like, Leviathan's probably going to take fourth in the split, without a question. Leviathan have played themselves into a very nice spot here at 2 and I believe it's 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3, and the only teams they've really lost to are those top tier teams. So they've played themselves into a nice little pocket of the LLA where they're probably going to actually they might win a series. Like, as long as they don't absolutely flop coming after this 5 minutes break. Oh my goodness. Okay, I might throw it at 3. Back to a break really quick so I could just do everything I need to do. By that I mean take off my hoodie. But and actually, I do like that Leviathan has kind of played themselves into a nice little position where they're almost guaranteed to make playoffs and almost are guaranteed to make upper bracket as long as they don't fall in the rematches against Six Karma. And pretty much this rematch against Six Karma. But for Six Karma, it is... Oh, they've had games where they're on and games where they're off. And that's kind of what we need to see. I need to see a Six Karma that is going to show up for all the games, because they did it in week 2. They showed up in game 1 against Leviathan. They didn't show up at all in game 2, and then kind of showed up in game 3, but blew it, and that was the end of the conversation. And then they did against All Knights. They showed up in game 1. Who the hell are Six Karma in game 2? For Isurus, it's either been they're in the series or they're not, and the series they've been in are teams they are clearly better than. Otherwise, they have been shaky. Like, they have been curb stomped their last 2 series because they are just not the teams that, like, they're not that dog, you know? They're not that guy. And so it is mostly which versions of these teams are we going to get? Are we going to get the version of Isurus that played against Rainbow Seven and Astral, who were super not at all confident in their plays and didn't really do a bunch of decision making and just kind of let it happen? Or are we going to get... Or are we going to get the Isurus that completely rolled had very good games and had very strong cases for being a really solid team? And are we going to get the Six Karma that shows up in 1 out of 2 games, 2 out of 3 games, but doesn't win the second important game? And that's what's going to matter. So I'm going to toss it to another short break because they went extra long today. And after that, we will see who will show up, who is going to show up, who isn't going to show up in Six Karma versus Isurus to end day 3, to end week 3, the final best of 3 of the week. So I'll see you after the break. All right, welcome back to the Kimchi Cast for. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds because I goof. Actually, I goofed up by being a moron. I am pretty dumb, so. But welcome back to the Kimchi Cast for Game 1 of the best of 3 between Isurus and Six Karma as we await the draft. As why are they? There's definitely tech difficulties going on because they are playing a pentakill song right now. So I think we're still having a bit of an issue with the first game. Kind of goes though. Fun. And I just ignore all that as we still await the start of this game. Of course. Okay. Weird distractions apart. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm very lost right now. I was just waiting for the game to start, but apparently we're having tech issues. So that's always a great sign. So I don't want to throw it back to another break, man. I don't want to. I have nothing to buffer. I think it would suck to throw it back to another break because I don't have really anything left to say. Mostly because I didn't prep. I'm not paying attention. But we'll BS our way through here. So, Six Karma playing for third place right now, of course. So, yes, okay, I was right there. Boom. All Night still above Infinity in the standings. They showed it on stream. It was weird because it didn't account for the fact that there are like wins and losses. It's really weird. It didn't account for all the wins, which I don't think makes any sense. But it is, in fact, All Night's in the final transfer spot. And it is. Isurus would fall here. Yes, Isurus would actually fall here. All Six Karma need here is a win. Otherwise, they would fall to 6th place. If they don't win a single game, they fall to 6th. Oh, excuse me. That is the one thing they need here. They just need one game win, and they stay in 5th place, even though they have the full opportunity to go the distance here and take all the way up to 3rd place if they so choose. So it is a bit of a big difference here. You can go 6th, 5th. I don't think you can go 4th here. You cannot go 4th. Leviathan is pretty much relying on the outcome of this game to stay in the upper bracket right now. And they're relying heavily on Isurus to get the job done, which is quite a bit of pressure to put onto another team. I did say they put themselves into a very nice spot. They kind of have. They put themselves into this little bubble where they're going to mostly be safe and pretty much in the upper bracket as long as they win out in the game, at least win the games that they should win. I'm being very distracted right now. I'm sorry. But for Six Karma, it is, of course, the goal to win. Winning this game is absolutely a massive deal because it just keeps you in the playoffs, gets you that pretty important second win in the current outcome of the season. Second win is pretty huge. Sorry, distractions. But for Isurus, again, keeping themselves in that upper echelon of the playoff picture is always super important. Because they kind of need to. They've come pretty, like, the expectations are kind of high right now for them. Okay, they're really stalling for time then. Okay, so I do think I should probably throw it over to a. Yeah, I'm going to just throw it to a break here then. I'll time it for, we'll do 6. hate to throw it back to another break, but I don't really have any info on when this game is going to start. So sadly, we'll throw it back to another break. Apologies. I'll see you hopefully after the break. I don't want to have to extend it to another one, but I'm just gonna do the generic 10. No, I'll do the generic 10. And if they come back before then, I'll come back, of course. But if not, we'll see. So I'll see you after, I guess. This is weird. This or 6 karma eventually soon trademark. Hopefully. We're back, and it seems there's still some issues going on. I am officially going to go check Twitter. This is how awful it is. I'm going to Twitter. That is how bad this break is. We're gonna look up LLA. What's up? R7 win. R7 win. Nothing on the delay, huh? Why are you trending? Oh. But it does seem we are still on a little break. I don't know why, really. I'm not smart enough to know. They are talking to Riot Games, apparently. Let's go check out the Isurus. See what is up with them. Nothing. They tweeted out, let's get this win. Obviously on Twitch, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. 6 Karma. Nothing. Oh, okay. So there's actually a really big update. Okay, cool. So here's a really important update that is totally serious and not me joking around. Totally isn't me joking around. Here is Isurus and 6 Karma playing tic-tac-toe. This is the most update. It's literally as we wait. The two social media managers have chosen to play tic-tac-toe to pass the time. As it does seem there is just an issue. The game is not acknowledged by Isurus, except for the fact that I think, if I refresh, it should show the tweet. Oh no, it's a reply, so it doesn't show. You have to go to replies. Tic-tac-toe. Whatever. I mean, I'll dig through the Twitter, but you can see there's absolutely nothing here at the moment. So I don't know what's up. Oh, you guys didn't get to see it because I'm an idiot. All right. So I'm actually gonna transition the scene. I thought I did. Here, tic-tac-toe. As you can see, 6 Karma. I think it was a gentleman's move, not going for the middle. I don't want to know. Look, we're just gonna ignore what's happening on Twitter, and we're just gonna focus on the tic-tac-toe game. I think that's more important. I think that's way more important than anything that's going on here. You see, as they wait, 6 Karma made the first move. I think it was a gentleman's agreement to not take the middle piece. I think it was just being nice. As let's see. Oh, baby, this is a huge, huge update. 6 Karma have taken full advantage of the situation, and they are setting up a 2-move finish here. It is absolutely terrifying. Isurus have played themselves into a terrible situation, and it looks like a 6 Karma win is inevitable in this game of tic-tac-toe. As you could see here, Isurus have to respond, and then 6 Karma will take the middle, and this game could be... Oh, no, 6 Karma actually with a misplay, because then Isurus is 4... Oh, never mind. It's absolutely over. 6 Karma will take this win. I will update you with Isurus's response as we continue to wait for this series to begin. But otherwise, again, just another day of waiting, or another time of waiting. We have not been told what the delay is at all, it seems. That's curse. I mean, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, it is the server. it does seem it is the server being an issue here. Apparently, I can't. Again, I'm not really. I don't even know what that's about. That's definitely not what I was looking for. Okay. I mean, All Knights did play their own game. Okay, someone did tweet about that. I'll give them that much credit. All Knights did play their own game. It was very clean. That's cursed. Sorry. The curse. As we see, another reply has come in, and oh baby, it's big moves o'clock over here. Isurus do indeed block, but 6 Karma take the center, and now it is all over for Isurus on this tic-tac-toe board. It's really an unrecoverable situation, sadly, for Isurus. Shark Team will not be able to play the game to redeem themselves just yet, but 6 Karma may not win on the Rift today, but they have won in tic-tac-toe, which is truly where it matters the most, and they are marching their way to a glorious victory. Just absolutely phenomenal play there by the social media manager of 6 Karma, as we continue for this game to start. But the game of tic-tac-toe rages on, as it is up to Isurus to make a decision here to finish this game. This is literally the most interesting thing happening at the moment. Apparently it is an issue on Riot's end, though. Apparently. It does seem to be a server-side issue. So, you know, who's not to blame? Oh, and the, it is just absolutely over for 6 Karma here. I don't think they'll, or for Isurus, I don't think they'll be able to recover in this game as we continue to sit and wait. I guess patiently, reluctant patience, as we wait for this game to kick off and close out today. As Isurus and 6 Karma ready to go. Teams are ready to go, but the servers not so ready to go. And I don't want to throw it to another break. One, we've had too many breaks today, or too many breaks before another game. And 2, this is a very important thing. This is just super important to cover. I mean, come on. It's this is the most important part of the day, honestly, because we ain't getting it anywhere else. Like, we're not getting this entertainment anywhere else. So Isurus and 6 Karma entertaining the masses on Twitter, at least. Minimum. Oh, my neck. I'm waiting updates here. What do you possibly want? Nothing. Good. Oh. We have an update. We have an update. Oh. So we have a 2-part move here. A 2-part move. They go top. They Uno reverse. Or they use the skip. And they win. It's actually unbelievable. Isurus have found a way to win the tic-tac-toe game through pure raw strategy, as you can see here. And it is officially absolutely over for 6 Karma. There is no recovering from the situation, as Isurus have pulled out the secret weapon and will win this game of stalling for time tic-tac-toe as the LLA continues to try and get their stuff together. Or Riot try to get their stuff together, I guess. Bon. Isurus looking for a win on the Rift today, and they will also win in the social media wars of 2024. Absolute destruction. They were not ready for it. Isurus cannot believe it. And it is just absolutely over. It is absolutely over for Six Karma. We are awaiting a response from the Six Karma Twitter to see what is going on here, to see what they think of this situation. As we go to another break, but I will break after the legendary war is finished here. A war of wits, of course. The greatest war of wits. Tic-tac-toe. And Six Karma haven't answered yet. We're awaiting response, whether it's an accusation of cheating or a GG given, or if they just, nah, I'd win, ignore what Isurus have done here. That is literally just the Fire Dragon Child. I will sit and await a response from Six Karma Twitter. We will see. They haven't quite answered yet, and I think they might be ducking the challenge out of fear. Like, I think they are. I think they're ducking here. I think they don't want to answer Isurus after a thorough beatdown posted. Oh, shoot, we have a response. Never mind. You see the win board. They Uno reverse and win the game, actually, completely deleting Isurus's previous turn from the board, and Six Karma have claimed they will win this game. Two can play that game, and I believe it's just over. I think Six Karma will come out here victorious, though Isurus might be able to claim they moved first, of course, and therefore they deserve the ability to claim the Uno movement. You can't reverse after. You can't reverse after the skip has already gone through, so I think Isurus have the upper hands when it comes to this situation, and they will win this game pretty cleanly, and it's going to be I mean, no matter what, GG's given. Both of these teams play in absolutely beautiful games of tic-tac-toe. Congrats to Isurus for taking the win here. I don't even know what that is. But congratulations to Isurus for winning this game of tic-tac-toe, and I think the LLA should accept this and just allow them to win the series 2-0. Oh, we actually have a... Oh, never mind. I apparently am stupid and very dumb. For a minute, hold on. That is not what I said. So we have an update here. Isurus just saying, I won. Take that, like, accept the fact that I beat you, pretty much. I beat you, accepted. That's a good red buff steal. They're showing Smolder's ability showcase. So it does seem that Isurus are ignoring Six Karma's attempt at retconning their previous move of block on the middle and skipping with the Uno, with the blue skip. In character, of course, using the blue card as they are a blue team, so it does seem Isurus will win this round and win the following debate about it. So congratulations, Isurus, for doing that. And with that, I'll throw it to a short break again, because I think they're just going to reschedule the game. I think it's just time to reschedule. Actually, no. If it goes any long, if they go so much longer, it's reschedule the game. So I will see you after this break is finished, and we'll see what I'm feeling, what the LLA is feeling as well after this. Nothing still, huh? Oh, that explains a lot. All right, so I wouldn't be jumping back, but it does seem that the LLA have made a move. And the move for today is that this series will be pushed back, it seems. They have not updated us about anything. But it does seem that is the move going forward. And if that is the case here, I just want to look for more confirmation that this is indeed what they are planning to do here. But with the thanks for watching has come up, and that means that Isurus versus 6 Karma will be rescheduled due to an issue that could not be resolved within a reasonable amount of time. So that does mean that that is the end of today's Kimchi Cast, despite there only being 2 games played. Sadly, server issues have made this an unresolvable problem, and we will see when they reschedule Isurus 6 Karma 2, as this is for both of the teams. They are a game behind the rest of the field. Rainbow 7 beats All Knights, and a canceled game does mean the end of the Kimchi Cast for today for the LLA Spring Split, the unofficial end of Week 3, though we will be coming back to Week 3. Week 3, it is technically a Week 3 game, but we will come back to this game on an unknown date as of now, probably tacked on to the end of the game week or the start of next week on Monday if they can. I am Mox Kimchi. This has been the Kimchi Cast. If you really, for some reason, want to go watch this all over again with all the breaks and the commentary on the tic-tac-toe game, which is really, really important. I think is the most important part. You can find me on YouTube at Box Kimchi and these VODs at Kimchi Casts with an S at the end because I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm doing. Same name as the Twitter. It's linked on the Twitch page. It's linked in the bio or the About Me, whatever it's called on this. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at BoxKimchi, where you can see me never tweet, but tweet replies to one friend of mine. But, as always, that is the end of today's stream. Have a good night.